Welcome to this Appium tutorial for the iOS automation by Softpost. In this tutorial I'm gonna explain you how to install the Appium on the macOS and then automate various applications like web applications, native iOS applications, hybrid iOS applications, and also how to hook up the Appium with the Selenium Grid. So let us start with the setup, like how to install the Appium on Mac OS X. So first thing that you have to do is you have to go to this website, Appium's official website, and then download that app. It's one appium.app for OS X. So this is GUI app for the Appium, or alternatively you can also install it from the command line as well, that I will show you later. So once you download that, just install it in your applications, in Mac OS applications, and ensure that you have got the OS X version 10.7 or higher. Then you need to also install the Xcode version 4.6.3 or more or later. And with Xcode it also comes with the simulators like iPhone and iPad. And after that you can also install the build tools, command line build tools from this URL. And these are some of the icons for the Xcode. And if you want to, alternatively you can also install the Appium using the command line, like you have to execute this command brew install node. Once the node is installed, you can execute this command npm install -g Appium. It installs the Appium at the global scope, and then you can start the Appium server using this command Appium, and it starts the server in the background because of this AND operator. Then these are optional commands which are required to uninstall the Appium or kill the Appium server. So once the Appium is downloaded and installed, you can start the Appium GUI interface by double clicking on that, and it is how it looks like. So for the first time when you open that, you get to this pop-up comes up which says that Appium is not authorized to run the iOS simulators. Would like to authorize it now, so you can click on S so that Appium can launch the simulators. And once that is done, you can go through different general settings. These are optional settings because there are some default settings already done by this Appium interface. So for example, Appium server by default runs on this address and the port is this one, so you don't need to change it actually. And here are some Android settings where you can give the platform version, platform name, automation name, then device name, then whether you want to reset or don't want to reset the device. All these settings you can make it from here for the Android. Like you can also select which activity you want to launch, and you can also select different iOS settings from here. You can give the application path like iOS application path, and you can also select the orientation of the device. You can select platform version, etc. UDID, that is unique device ID as well. So these are various Android and iOS settings, and you can also start the server from here by clicking on the launch button, and then once the server is started, it gives the log like this one. So that's how you can start the Appium server on the Mac OS. Then Appium Doctor. So if the Appium is not starting, that means you haven't set it up properly, or some tools are not installed properly. For that, you have to ensure that all these, to make sure that what is missing, you can run the Appium Doctor. So Appium Doctor can be launched from the Appium GUI, like over here, this one. This particular button is nothing but Appium Doctor. You can click on that, and then the Appium Doctor checks that all the tools are installed, like Xcode is installed, Android Home and Java Home variables are set up, and Android SDK tools like ADB, Android Emulator are also installed. So it checks all these things and then gives you the proper messages, like if these tools are installed or not installed properly. So after that you can like see if the simulators can be opened. So to launch the simulators, what you have to do is you have to open the Xcode, and then in the developer tool you will find the simulator option. Click on that. Once the simulator window is open, you can click on hardware menu, and then there you will find device submenu. Once you click on that, you can start different devices like iPhone 6, iPad 2, etc. So here this image shows the screenshot of the iPhone 6s, and it also shows the which iOS version it is running on. Then let us see the capabilities for the iOS automation. Now you have started the Appium server. Now is the time to actually automate a particular application. For that you need some capabilities. So these are some of the important capabilities like platform name and platform version. Platform name is same for all iOS automations. For example, it is always iOS, and no matter if you are executing iPhone or the iPad automation, platform name is always iOS. Then platform version might change like 8.0, 9.0, etc. And device name is also might change, like depending upon what device you want to automate, iPhone 6, iPhone 5, iPad Pro, etc. Then here you can give the application path of your application, iOS application, and these are various devices that you can launch depending upon which Xcode version you have installed. And if you want to automate on the real device, you need to pass this capability as well, mobile capability type.udid, and here you have to give the device ID, unique device ID of your phone. Then how to inspect the elements. To inspect the elements, you have to click on the inspector button on the Appium GUI, like this is the inspector, and then once you click on that, this particular window opens, and then from here you can open your app in the phone or the device, and then the screenshot is shown over here, and then it also shows the details, hierarchy details of the application elements as well. You can also record this particular application, and then the code is automatically generated for you. So this is how you can inspect the elements. Then automation of the different applications, like native application. How do you automate the native iOS apps using Appium? So for that, all you have to do is you have to pass the specific capabilities. Like for the native application, these capabilities are same for all types of apps, no matter this device name is also same, and only thing is this app changes. So for the native app, you have to give the path of the application, that is the only change. And once you start the your iOS driver, you can inspect or find the elements using different element locators like XPath, CSS, class name, etc. That's how you automate the native apps, iOS apps using Appium. For hybrid apps, what you have to do is you have to pass the same capabilities, only change is that to switch the context between the web view context and the native context, what you have to do is you have to use this particular syntax. Like you have to first of all find out if it contains the web view context. If it contains the web view context, you have to switch the context using driver.context method, and to switch back to the main context, you can use this driver.context native_app. So this is the native context. So that's how you can switch the context in a hybrid app. Otherwise the capabilities remain same. Then for automating the web app, all the capabilities remain same, except you don't need to pass the app, because here we are not launching any app, but we are launching the browser. So you have to specify the browser name capability as Safari, and rest of these things remain same. And the API is similar to the Selenium. So Selenium API works as, it is the same API that you use to drive the normal desktop web applications using Selenium. So that's how you automate the web applications using Appium. And next one is hooking up the Appium with the Selenium Grid. So as you know that Selenium Grid is used to execute the tests at the same time on different platforms, and you can also attach this Appium server as a node to the Selenium Grid. For that you have to execute this command appium-node config. Here you have to give the configuration file name and the port of the server, then unique device ID on which you want to drive the automation, and then server address. And this is the typical configuration file, JSON configuration file. Here you have to pass the capabilities of your node or the device, and here is the configuration, how you want to connect to the Selenium hub. So here we have passed the hub port 10 host, which is by default 4 times 4, that is the port that your hub is running by default, and this is the hub URL and host and port. These are the your Appium server's address details. Register cycle is 6000 milliseconds, that means after every 6 seconds it will try to register to the hub, and these are different timeouts. So that's how you can, and most important is the role is node, that means this will act as a node. So that's how you can hook your Appium with the Selenium Grid. So that's all about how you can execute the iOS apps or automate the iOS apps using Appium. It's gonna be industry standard very soon, and it's gonna be very trending technology in coming years. So if you like this video, hit like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials on Appium and Selenium.
Hi friends, if you find this video useful, please hit like button, and for more videos, please subscribe to my channel, and also visit www.softpost.org for more tutorials and updated videos. Thanks for watching my video.